Hey guys, it's Green Zero here, and welcome back to another Command & Conquer 3 Kane's Wrath video commentary. We are live from the Champions League. Well, not live, but you know what I mean. I'm casting these replays. Not live, alright, I probably should have said that. We're on Tournament LA for Match of the Week 3. Mary Moo Cow there. There's a star on the cow. Did you notice that? There is a star on the cow. There's also a bell as well. Let's get into this game here, because on the bottom south side, playing as Traveller 59, we have Masterleaf. That's right. He makes Game of the Week for the first time. So the third one, I guess, playing as Traveller 59, and he will be against the one and only, the Drive Russian, playing as GDI Vanilla on Tournament LA Los Angeles. We have sort of missed out the start scout situation. Drive Russian not attempting any of those garrisons. Masterleaf will take them both. And this is a heavy hitting game, round 3 of the Champions League. Not a lot of big games on. There's a lot of top versus bottom, like the top 8 pros versus the top bottom people. So this game really just stood out as a scout being denied there. Really stood out as being really the only thing probably worth casting. There's a few others, I guess, which wouldn't have been too bad. Maybe we'll see how they go. But this is Masterleaf's home game, so he's going to be enjoying that. He's going to be enjoying the fact that he is playing at home, which means he has every single map selection. These are his buzzers. Maybe he knows about this squad, which is just there waiting for another opportunity to come into the base here. And I think he's sort of spotted them. They would have crossed his vision. He's really intent on stopping Drive from getting into the base. He spots it now. Drive will take a swing at the Masterleaf, not paying attention. There we go. He should be able to get that. Going to lose one squad, not a problem. Drive Russian just going for the economic game. APC comes out, maybe a little bit worried. Actually, is this a Rax? We're going to see an APC rocket push, something you can do against Scrin early on if Scrin don't do any pressure. Look at that. A couple of harvests. Oh no, this harvester, sorry. Going the blue tip field, but getting stuck on his mate there and then just go straight to the green field. So there you go. There is blue tip here. He can definitely go for it. I mean, this is one of those maps where the blue tip's close enough that you can get it. Now, he is going to spot the rocket APC. Actually gets the rifleman squad as well, so he has a little bit of time. There's only 3 engineer in that last one. Maybe he's going for the EMP spike. Not as effective versus Traveller because they're generally pretty infantry heavy faction. Gunwalker comes out now. We'd expect to see some Seeker tanks come out, but looks like he was working on a refinery. Harvester had to come all the way back there. Looks like he misrallied that one, or maybe was pulling it and changed his mind. Masterleaf, not quite sure. Does have a ref down. He's going to have to try to defend this out. He doesn't have a power plant. I mean, he's got Seeker tanks. The thing about these APCs, of course, is that they have no way to repair themselves. And there's the portal, which means we're going to see a photon cannon coming in, actually pulling these guys right back. Could drop some mines, maybe get a harvest if he drops the mines, but yeah, it's not really going to do enough here for Drive Russian. I think that last APC was to maybe get Masterleaf Spike. Is going to lose a Seeker tank. Actually, probably going to lose 2 Seeker tanks. Loses just 1 APC. Not too bad so far, but the photon cannon, it's got to be close. Actually, not sure where that photon cannon came down from. There is actually the APC here. Not sure if that was the one with the engineer in it. Nothing inside just yet, so maybe tried to take one of Masterleaf's structures. Not going to happen. There we go. Finally, the photon cannon comes down. And some disintegrators. Masterleaf's just having a little bit of trouble here. That one APC there, it looks like the engineer may have been killed. Didn't go for Masterleaf Spike. Didn't go for the EMP Spike, so I did lose track of it. He'll clean this up. He could have cleaned it up a bit easier than what he did. He's actually going to lose maybe even a 3rd Seeker tank. That'll be nice for Drive, at least extracting some damage. But no, that Seeker tank will survive. Interesting that Masterleaf chose Traveller in his first matchup. He's been doing tons of rig rushing. And the thing about that is that because he's broadcast it so much, and that, I mean, everyone's expecting it, so he's obviously been a bit unhinged at the lack of success of the rig rush recently. Just because if you overdo a strategy like that, this is going to happen. Like, you have to understand the game is dynamic. There's tons and tons of strategies, and if you just do the one thing over and over again, people are going to expect it. Is getting the blue Tiberium. This is quite good for him. So blue Tiberium, he will harvest that. He's going to have to either... Actually, Storm Rider coming in. Didn't even spot the gravity stabilizer transition there. No AP ammo, so this Storm Rider is going to be pretty safe. He's going to be able to take a lot of damage before he actually gets killed. Might actually lose it to the APCs. He's going to pull that back there, though. So this allows Masterleaf to clean the blue tib field. That's 2 full loads of blue Tiberium returning to his coffers now. That's massive, by the way. He just went in, took the whole lot, and got out of there. Drive, of course, 2 War Factory. AP ammo only just starting. His AP ammo is very heavily delayed. He must have gone for the 2 ref and the War Factory before Comm Center. Because, yeah, he's going Pred APC. You can do this against Traveller, but at some point you're going to want to add in some air as well, because it'll be otherwise it'll be pretty tricky. A couple of units from Masterleaf just moving across the middle of the map here. But, yeah, this game here, both sides sort of just, you know, playing pretty solid right now. It's a pretty solid engage. Neither side making any real big errors. They're both just feeling each other out. Few pokes here and there, of course, with Drive's APCs and Masterleaf's adventures in the blue Tiberium field. Random units moving across. And there's the airfield, so we're going to see Hammerheads coming out. So he's going to go double War Factory Hammerheads. Lightning Spike comes down. I think that's just to scout and be annoying and to spot the tech as well. Still no AP ammo, by the way. And yeah, he's not actually realistically going to get a Harvester. He's going to put rockets inside the Hammerheads there. And this spike will eventually get cleaned up. The thing about buildings is that they will block the rockets from firing, which is really annoying. So they actually still count as a ground unit. So if there's buildings in the way, they won't shoot. So if you want to engage with Hammerheads effectively, you need to make sure that you get out of the way of the buildings. AP ammo just completes. Corruptor could make short work of that squad, but Masterleaf seems pretty intent on just reverse moving out of there. Probably not too concerned about what's going there. APC Pred moving along there, but he's going for a Hexapod. Oh, this is going to be difficult for the APC Predator tanks to take that on, because APCs, I mean, at the end of the day, they're fantastic against infantry, but they're pretty useless against any type of armor. I mean, they just don't pack any real punch against anything with some plating on it. Predator tanks will do okay, but there's not enough. This is 3 Predator tanks with this army, so it's not really that threatening. The Hexapod's going to be out by the time he gets here. Storm Column comes down because he's worried about Firehawks, and he already has shard launchers, and I mean, it's definitely something you want to get. He does have a few storms. It's just 4 storms. This, I think, is to fake out Drive to make him think he was going lots of storms, and just to have the 4 storms around just for some emergency control if any air rocks up. But here comes the attack, and Masterleaf pulls the Harvesters. You can see he pulled those Harvesters because they're not full of Tiberium. Temporal comes down, and a Tripod and the Hexapod will respond. Oh, there's a Storm Column there. That will shoot into the Temporal, and it's just going to start taking out the Tripod as well, shooting in, just getting nice APCs kills. Oh, this is really a really good ability from Traveller. It's almost, like, sometimes it's almost better than Stasis. Oh, that was risky. Sends the Prodigy and almost gets taken out, but he will get the air mind control. This whole army just completely routed there, by the way. Just completely routed. So Masterleaf, no problem whatsoever taking that on. And this is the thing where you don't have air. You know, this ground-type army is pretty vulnerable to this type of Traveller play. Prodigy will heal back up. Building something, it is paused. Hammerheads are coming in, but there's a shard launcher there, and that's all you need. Just one shot, and that's a dead Hammerhead. And they're so amazingly powerful. These Hammerheads, he only built a couple of them. They do have rockets in them. He's going to try to go for the power grid now. There's actually no build radius over here, so these power plants, unfortunately for Masterleaf, are not very well placed, and there is power problems out there now. And there's a Tripod here. He does have build radius at this what do you call it, this refinery. But I mean, he's already got shards. He's having a tough time just dealing with a couple of Hammerheads. These aren't a problem. These shouldn't be a problem, by the way. He's really having a tough time. He needs to put down more power plants. He's got a signal transmitter. Oh, man, what's happening over here? Oh, this is just filthy dirty. He tries to get the tech center, but the tech center is sold off. He could just take the MCV. I think he might have used his mind control already. I'm not 100% sure with that. He's just causing problems. Whoa, the Hexapod was teleported. He teleported the Hexapod over to the wormhole. Did he go through the wormhole? I don't even know where the other side... Oh, the wormhole's just there. Maybe it wasn't a No, it was a teleport, I think. And the Hexapod is here. That Juggernaut is pretty much dead, and he's just being a nuisance. This is the Traveller play that I really don't like too much. It's just being a nuisance. There are Firehawks here. I think they're just to deal with Stormlighters. He doesn't actually have plans to bomb anything, and he will teleport that away. Gets the Husk and doesn't get the Ref. Getting the Ref would have been nice because it would have shut down everything here. Now, the thing about Masterleaf is that he does not have a third base. I'm not sure if he lost his Prodigy then, because there was a battle marker up there, maybe trying to teleport his... no, the Prodigy is right there, in fact. But the thing about Masterleaf, he's not making a move. He actually got his main base cleaned up. He's not making a move for a third base. He has no Tiberium. He needs to make a move for a third base. He doesn't have anything out on the map, I don't think. And Drive, this is the thing, Drive, he's pretty badly hurt. He has no Tib as well, but he does have a singular ref. That Harvester, unfortunately, going back to the main. These Harvesters not doing too much. There is a Marv out, actually, so he did get a Marv out. He has 2 Engineer, 1 Rail, and 1 Grenader in there, just in case he comes up against some infantry. Going to the blue tip field. Drive, sort of sneaking some crystal. Not really that much there. Not sure if he has been leeching that from before, because there definitely should have been more crystal than that. Making a move with the harvesters. Long range mining. He does teleport the drone ship. Oh my god, he's going to go for Drive's expansion. Now, this can be smart because Drive, of course, I mean, he's got one Juggernaut. He needs some more Juggernauts. Does he have a tech center? Oh, did he sell his tech center? No, that's right. He lost his tech center before, so he's just down to a single Juggernaut. Drive is backing up. Does he spot this? Does he spot this? He's pulling back with the MCV. That's interesting. He does. He knows about it. He obviously got a scan or something there, and he knows that Masterleaf is going to make a move. And this is the thing. Oh, he actually mind controls 2 harvesters, and now Drive has to destroy his own harvesters. Wow, that's filthy. Not sure where the Prodigy went. It must still be alive, because otherwise those harvesters would have had their control returned. Yeah, he's over here, so just being a nuisance. Putting down the... And this is the thing, Drive, he knew straight away. He knew well in advance. He could not hold that attack. He couldn't hold it, so he's going to relinquish this now. His Marv is Marvesting, so he got a big boost of cash. He's going to cut off these harvesters as well. Masterleaf's not going to be enjoying that. But realistically, Masterleaf can just move his harvesters to the other side of the map and put a refiner. I think he's going for a refinery, realizing that Drive is going to run. And at this point, you know, you kind of have to put a ref down because Drive will just run. And then, of course, the game will keep going on. And if you don't have any economy, that's going to be a problem. Corruptors all over the place here. He may have to teleport his hexapod back. That's a lot of hammerheads. Oh my god, I didn't realize he had so many hammerheads. Problem is there's shard launchers right here, and he absolutely cannot do anything about those shard launchers. The Marv will have to destroy them. Unfortunately, Masterleaf is just losing handfuls of harvesters. I don't think he's going to get that one away. No, that's down. So the hexapod is teleported back. He's actually missing a garrison. I'm not sure if he's planning on putting a Prodigy in there, but he just can't afford to rebuild a second one. But he is missing a garrison from the hexapod. And if he comes out here, these corruptors are probably going to die. He does have... No ref down. I'm not sure what he was building. But whatever it was not a ref. And here we go. He's just going to come in. And that's what I was talking about. He's like, well, he moved outside the range of the shards. So all these corruptors thankfully only lost 2. There's actually an army over here cutting off the reinforcements. Now, this is the thing. Drive has the Marv on the left flank, and he's got an army on the right flank. There's actually not a lot here. He's putting down shards, but there's no aircraft here. Oh, man, there's one tripod. He's going to have to move that. Yeah, that tripod's going to have to run. He might be able to phase crush. I don't know. He needs something here. He still didn't have a ref down. He's building reactors. I mean, he had a long time to build his base here. He's going to lose his drone ship. And Drive just walks in and just takes this area. I'm not sure where the hexapod is. It's over here, trying to deal with that. But does he have a gravity stabilizer? Yes, he does. He has to go rebuild a drone platform. And Drive already has a ref down. He literally... This is the thing. I don't understand how Masterleaf didn't get a ref. And he actually surrendered. Masterleaf surrenders. I mean, he's got a hexapod, but that's all he's got. And he's got no money. And, I mean... He could have fought, but it wasn't looking good. Drive had a Mar, Drive had an army, and Drive had a base, so I guess he just felt like, nah, I've had enough of that. But yeah, Drive will take the first game 1-0. Great start, and again, these are 2 players I've picked in the top 4. Same with my game versus Masterleaf. Masterleaf having to play what I consider to be 2 of the top 4 players in his first 3 rounds, so he has a hard run. Drive also having to play Shock Trepid as well in one of his other rounds, so a few tricky games here, but that's a fantastic start to the series for Drive. He's going to be happy with that. If I had to put tips on who's winning, I would have thought it would be pretty even. Again, I definitely rank Drive higher than Futurama and things like that these days, or just in general. Not that Futurama is particularly bad, but Futurama is just not as consistent. I think Drive is definitely the more consistent one, but game number 2 is coming up right now. Okay, guys, welcome back to game number 2, or welcome to game number 2, not back to number 2. Welcome back to the series, I guess, and my mouse is all over the shop here. But we are coming live, well, not live. Why would I say that again? I really need to think out my intros, but this is Tournament Highlands. And once again, Masterleaf will have all map picks being his home game. He is down in the series, so he's taken us to Highlands. And speaking of Masterleaf, he is playing as yellow-black hand on the east side of Highlands because he wants to change his color and make me have to fix the scoreboard all the time. And that means Drive, Russian being very consistent as green GDI on the west side. He is on the west side, which is interesting because Russians are from the east. But anyway, it doesn't matter that much. And he is GDI Vanilla versus Black Hand. Drive holds a 1-0 lead in the series. Nice start, but it is a best of 8. So we have got plenty of games on the way here. Drive having to, well, both of these players having to win quite a few to claim the series. If it ends in a draw, we could see as many as 8 games in this series. Cleans out that scout very nice there. Rocket Squad, oh, this is interesting. And there's an engineer, which means he is going for Reckoner. This is definitely a Reckoner open, and he did this, I think he's going to do the strategy he did versus me in week 2 on this map, where he's going to go a Reckoner open, then just normal eco into Black Flame, which was really powerful. He's going to go and take his spike as well, so can Drive, will he predict that? He hasn't scouted. I mean, he does actually have a Pitbull. This is like the exact same game as well. And somehow he got around those. That's what the Rocket Squad was for. And that's the thing. Masterleaf definitely, he completely discounts the value of the single Pitbull Scout. He thinks it's garbage. He thinks it'll never work. But every time I use it, it almost always works. So it's just one of those things where I don't think he wants people to build the Pit Scout, because obviously it does mess with him, but he just doesn't want to admit it. But, I mean, these Pitbulls aren't going to stop this anyway. Yeah, it's not going to work. And he's going to get his Saboteur in. And he might want to get the Reckoner away. Don't want to take too much hull damage there. He can even garrison this building with these rocket squads. And look at that. This is actually going to make it pretty difficult. Drive doing a good job of staying away from the infantry, but at the same time, he can't get too close to that. And he's actually going to put the Black Hand Squad in there. No, I think he's going to put the he's going to send the Black Hand Squad to burn the other spike down. Very good strategy. Predator tank coming. A turret was dropped. Drive a little bit sketchy here. Wow. Masterleaf just lost a Harvester to 1 Pitbull. Oh my god, and that's it. Not necessary to quit. I mean, that's really bad, by the way, but it's not the end of the game. I mean, he's going to have 3 spike and destroy Drive, but I think that was just a rage quit by Masterleaf. And Masterleaf's just throwing that game at that point. I mean, yeah, again, it's really bad. He shouldn't have lost a Harvester to 1 Pitbull. Like, that's just garbage, like, Dimmy level strat. But, I mean, he shouldn't have quit. Yeah, he was still in that game. But anyway, Drive takes a quick 2-0, and Masterleaf puts himself down in the series. Hopefully he can rally. Hopefully he can bring himself back. I think there's some mind games going on in the series. Not much to say about that. Masterleaf had a good start, a good open. Just let things get to him there. Not necessary to quit that game, I don't think. But anyway, Drive takes a 2-0 lead. We'll head into game number 3. Hopefully Masterleaf can rally in the 3rd game. Stay tuned. Okay, guys, welcome back to the series. Masterleaf versus Drive, game number 3. We are locked into this game on Dust Bowl. This is no poker Dust Bowl. Masterleaf has the home ground advantage, so he has picked this map. And speaking of the man in the north side, it is Masterleaf sticking with Black Hand, changing his color to purple. He's obviously got his color set to random, which means I have to do a little bit extra work on that scoreboard again, keeping me on my toes. And that means the Russian one and only Drive is playing as the green GDI. Zoomed in a little bit too early there on the south side. Builds a rocket squad. This could be indicative of a rush coming in from Drive. Usually if there's a rocket squad there, I don't think it's going to be for defensive purposes. It could be for maybe a Bloodhound. Sometimes they build 2 rocket squads and they put the rocket squads into the Bloodhounds or the APCs that come from the Bloodhounds. Drive will take that structure. He will put some hull damage on these units, but they should be able to get safely to that structure. And on the right side, full squad on the right side, so Drive isn't going to be impressed to see that. Full squad, well, of course, full squad. No, there's a full squad on the left flank, but they are actually taking different paths. They will bypass each other, so Masterleaf has yet another squad as well, so a lot of scouts from Masterleaf. Can we expect an operations center? No, that's building way too slow to be an operations center, but there's the APC and the Pitbull. Are we going to see a comm center? No, there's nothing building at the moment. Maybe it's on hold. If you hold a structure, the bar actually disappears. No, he wasn't holding anything. So it's interesting, yeah, when they're building something and you put it on hold, the blue will disappear. So it's actually hard to tell if they are holding something. But a scout will come in and see that it is going to be an economic build. I'm not sure if he can quite see that, but maybe he can obviously see 2 ref. I mean, 2 ref with Black Hand doesn't mean they're not rushing. They can definitely rush with 2 ref. But he can probably see 3 harvesters. 1 Pitbull comes in. Foxhole there as well. That's really hard to dislodge if you don't have flame units. I mean, it's just there to keep eyes on Masterleaf. And eyes are exactly what you want to see on a Black Hand play. You want to get them. Can he get repairs? Not quite. He's just outside range, which means if he wants to continue mining happily, he's going to have to pull that off the line at some point. Raider Buggy comes out. Another Foxhole there. That's annoying. I mean, not really going to do too much. We know an APC is coming. That Cabal squad gets destroyed. A little bit of hull damage on the APC. And the thing about this is with an attack like this, which is relatively weak, this is just Drive poking the beast. He's just poking the beast, just so he's got something to do, just so he forces units out of Masterleaf, and so he has good map control, not getting rushed, etc, etc. Because if he did get rushed, he would have had a rocket APC and a pitbull, and since he didn't get rushed, he can send them forwards. Masterleaf not phased. Significant hull damage on that Harvester though. Scorpion tank comes out. Only one and a Raider buggy. Does not overreact at all. So Drive probably hoping for a little more out of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Harvesters. Drive just constructed his 5th Harvester then. He has moved to his expansion, so as Massive. He could be putting a Ref down. This would see him notably ahead. Yeah, Ref is down. He does have a 6th Harvester out, so economically he's ahead right now. Drive's open, unfortunately. I think he was counting on Massive doing something fancy with a Reckoner, Flame Tank, some type of rush, but that didn't happen. The Raider Buggy's going to try to have a look and see what Drive is up to, and he can get through. This is important. He spots the Ref, and when you see the Ref, he knows he's safe. He knows there's no walkers coming. He knows there's no follow-up to this. There are, of course, some pitbulls, but that's exactly what you'd expect to see. Second Wharf actually comes down. Surprising that Scorpion Tank pretty badly damaged, but the APC is destroyed. We'll start cleaning these guys up here as well. So Masterleaf playing a bit more solidly, although, again, in Game 2, he played pretty solidly, except for the loss of that Harvester. Obviously tilted him a bit. Rifleman squad everywhere from Drive, so Drive knows exactly the positioning of the tanks, where they're going, how many there are, and how he needs to respond. Probably going to go for, no, he's going for more Harvesters. Gonna Foxhole again, just be annoying, and he will get the Foxhole off, which means that squad's going to have to back off. We got some pitbulls on the right flank, only 4, could be enough to snipe. Oh man, this is the thing. This Harvester from before, he never repaired it. He never repaired it, and now he has to pull it off the line, and Drive is going for it. He's just going straight for it. It's like, oh, I actually can destroy that one. And this is bad for Masterleaf. He shouldn't have left that the way it was. He should not have done that. It's going to get that other Harvester back to work. Operations Center comes down now, and these pitbulls are going to die. They're going to get trapped in the corner, and that's going to be the end of them. These tanks will clean them up. Dozer Blades not quite on the way. Battle marker there. Another Raider Buggy comes in to have a look and see what Driver's doing. We'll see some rockets and Predators, but these could just be purely for defense. He might not be going heavy into them. AP ammo just started, so Comm Center only just comes down. It's got a Foxhole there. That Foxhole can't really see a lot, and it's going to be Scorpion Mantis here. So, and this is something that you can do against GDI if they're going air, but the thing is, I mean, he has got an airfield. He's going Orcas though. You probably don't need Mantis for Orcas. But this is something that's pretty strong because, of course, the Mantis completely deny GDI their aircraft. Mantis is so difficult to deal with. A lot of people, when they're Black Can, they obviously say the Hammerhead is so powerful and stuff. Hammerhead, of course, is good, but it's expensive. You know, it's something you can't afford to lose. And Mantis just shut them down. Like, this is a thing. A lot of Black Hand players don't want to build them, but the Mantis are the answer. I mean, it's extremely cost effective to build them. You only need a few, and then the Hammerheads are just never going to want to go near that unless they can somehow get like a miracle jump on them, which almost never happens. Flame Tank's heading through the middle of the map as well, so he needs to deal with those. There's another Flame Tank there. Masterleaf a bit all over the shop. That Scout keeps pulling me back. There's nothing else happening, so he's pulling his tanks to the left flank. He does have Dozer Blade. He does have these Flame Tanks here. Drive trying to push to his 3rd. Doesn't have a tech center. Masterleaf just maneuvering around. There are a few Orcas on the left flank. Does he know they're there? Does he see them? He's queuing a turret now. It's a bit late. He needs the Mantis. Are they close by? I don't think the Mantis are anywhere to be found. And he's going to get 3 Harvesters. There's really no point pulling them at the moment. I mean, he's trying to pull them close to the Mantis, I guess. He is going to lose. He loses 3 Harvesters, and he's only going to get 1 Orca. That's fantastic. The Mantis just... Oh, and that's the end of the game. Wow, Masterleaf is completely unhinged in this series right now. I mean, the game's not over by a long shot. I mean, that's the thing. He's losing some Harvesters, and that was even in the mid-game. You know, that's very easily recoverable. I mean, I just think, yeah, he just didn't want to know about it then. But, hey... Drive has a 3-0 lead in the series, and I mean, if he wins one more, then victory is going to be impossible for Masterleaf. So again, hopefully Masterleaf, I mean, Drive must be in his head by now, because Drive isn't doing anything particularly fancy or special or anything overpowered. He's just playing a generic GDI game in all 3 games so far. It's just generic GDI stuff, nothing particularly fancy, and Masterleaf's defeating himself, I think. But anyway, we'll stay tuned. We'll see how the rest of the series goes. Game number 4 is coming up right now. Welcome back to game number 4 between Masterleaf and Drive Russian. This takes us to tournament decision, no poker. So if we have a look on the northeast side, we will find him. It's Masterleaf. It would be concerning if he wasn't here, I guess, if you think about it. But he is Traveler 59, going back to sign Traveler 59. Game 1 antics, we see a stasis chamber coming out straight away. And that means the one and only Drive Russian, zoomed into way too quickly there, is GDI on the left-hand flank here. Where else could he be? This isn't the split decision version. This is tournament decision. So Masterleaf is going to open with fast legs here. And I mean, Drive just needs to win one more game and then he can't lose the series. And, you know, it's only round 3 of the Champions League, but that will mean that Drive will be yet to be defeated. He'll continue on his run in this league undefeated. He has, of course, dropped individual games. So when I say undefeated, I mean he hasn't lost a match, which is like a series, but he has lost, of course, individual games. I think everyone has dropped some games at this point, except for the people who've only played one round. But that's inevitable that they will lose games. Even Bike Rush has lost a game. Not a match, just a game. But he will come through and overrun that. Oh, man, there's 2 foxholes here. Oh, that's going to be annoying. Oh, this is just costing him so many disintegrators. And I mean, he's gonna push through, but I mean, he built actually quite a few. Oh, there's a hammerhead. Oh, he went for a hammerhead. He went for an air opening. Oh man, that is blind. That is blind. A blind opening, and that's the end of game 4. Oh, I gotta feel bad for Masterleaf because Drive again. That was a blind opener. Now, he was probably going for V35 engineers to go get Masterleaf Spike, but the hammerhead, you never see a hammerhead that early. And he's like, and he just lost his assimilator. You can see that Masterleaf, all his disintegrators just stopped because he knew at that point that he'd basically lost the game. So that's not Masterleaf throwing or anything like that. He literally just lost at that point. He lost all his disintegrators. He lost his assimilator. There's a hammerhead out. He's probably about to lose both of his spike, or at least his spike, because it is the no poker version of the map. But oh my god, that was the minute 54. Is that the shortest game I've casted in my match of the week series? It's got to be the shortest one ever. And Drive is unassailable at 4-0. He cannot lose the series. Masterleaf needs to win 4 in a row to salvage the series. Can he do it? Game number 5 is coming up right now. Okay guys, welcome back to the series Masterleaf versus Drive Russian, and Masterleaf has taken us to Tournament Crater, which could very well be the last game if Masterleaf doesn't pull his finger out right now. This is a map that he really likes, and speaking of which, he is on the south side. He's playing as GDI Vanilla. He's gone into GDI Vanilla, switching his faction up quite a number of times. And if we whip around this map all the way to the north side, we're going to find the one and only Drive Russian in the north side. Oh man, if he gets a 5-0 wipe, that's just going to be a massive percentage booster for Drive. Like, he's playing essentially one of the top 4 people in the league, and if he gets a 5-0, it's not just the 3 points for the victory, it's a 5-0 win-loss record. And that's going to be massive to his percentage. It's just big, and it's going to be a disaster for Masterleaf. He has a win, he has a draw. But if he goes down 5-0, you'd never expect a top 4 player to be 5-0'd in the series. So hopefully he can bring something back. Maybe got a rig rush in mind. Maybe he should just do his rig rush for the sake of it. He's going to have to retreat back to this bunker. This map does have these 2 very well positioned bunker. Rocket squad there. That's just going to be annoying, I think. And Russians do this. They do all kinds of awkward random stuff. And if Masterleaf just comes up here and all of a sudden he's getting shot at by rifle and rocket, that's just enough to really annoy him. And Drive, I think, firmly inside of Masterleaf's head. Masterleaf doesn't seem to be able to pull a trick on Drive, and that's what I say about these Russian players, man. It's hard to cheese them. It's hard to play this chaos play because, again, they're Russians, and Russians love chaos play. I mean, look at their country's history. They love chaos play, and they always win chaos play. So I don't know why Masterleaf tries to do this type of thing. He should just play what he knows and what he's good at, and he should be able to take Drive. But I mean, this is going to be big for Drive. He's probably feeling good. He's going to be sitting way at the top of the ladder. Well, not way at the top, but at the top of the ladder. Pitbull's coming out from Drive Russian. Nice foxhole position. We'll be able to see the main base to make sure nothing is dropped in there. And then, of course, very normal to expand here and then build on the low ground. Now, it does cause problems when you want to get to your third base because you have to drive around this terrain, and that just takes a while to get to your third base because of that. And it's just awkward when terrain like that is in the way. Masterleaf going to dig a foxhole in the Tiberium field. That's not good for your health, buddy. Thankfully, the foxhole does shield them from Tiberium radiation, interestingly enough. They also wear respirators. You can see on their helmet, they do have enclosed helmets. Of course, their hands look exposed, but not definitely not Tiberium field suits or anything like that. Just basic GDI suits there. But Barracks comes down from Drive. He puts it at the back, but I think Masterleaf can see it. I mean, oh, no, he can't see it. I mean, second Rax comes down. Oh man, I think he's going for, he might go for an armory here. He might go for some type of infantry push. There's a random Predator tank. And again, that rocket squad, he shoots up the Predator tank, and there's another Predator tank. Is he doing a rig? Yeah, no, he's going double airfield Orca. There's a rig coming. But again, this one rocket squad is just putting hull damage on these tanks. And again, and he's shooting him in the back as well. That one, it's just causing so much problems for these guys here. And look at this. Oh my god. He's gone for mass infantry. Like, this is going to be a nightmare for Masterleaf. He's going to need some protection. He sold the Warfare. He's going to need some protection because if there's a lot of Orcas coming, his harvesters are in a lot of trouble. But these tanks are dead and the rig is dead. The rig might as well just leave now. I don't know why he's committing the rig. He should just get out of there. Doesn't have any anti-infantry. Yeah, get out of there. Use your Orcas to strike the harvesters. Driver's left his harvesters wide. He had some pit bulls, but the pit bulls are here. Oh, Masterleaf might actually be able to do some damage. He's got 5 Orcas. Oh my god, the overlap is real. He gets an overlap. He's not splitting very well though. Oh my god, he needs to make sure he doesn't waste rockets. And he's going to get all the harvesters that are full of Tiberium. He gets 3 harvesters, but I mean, he had 5 Orcas, which is an awkward number. It's not quite enough, that tank being destroyed. I think the rig survived. He sells the rig. He packs it up, or he deploys it and sells it. He needs money, he realizes. But Drive is down. He has no war factory, and he is down to 2 now. He's got 3 ref. Sorry, not 3. Well, he's got 3 ref, but 3 harvesters. Masterleaf has 4 and 2, 5. Is he getting blue tib? No blue tib there. No, nothing there. He's about to get attacked, and you know what? He's going to have to go for sniper teams because AP ammo is like 50 zillion miles away. He doesn't even have the comm center. Oh, EMP gets 3 Orcas. Oh, that's huge, and it locks down the barracks. There's a sniper team there. He's too close. He's going to get shot up. Oh my god, this is a disaster for Masterleaf. Where's the towers? Where's the towers? He can put towers on the high ground here. They can shoot over the terrain. He's got buildings everywhere. There's another sniper team there, and that sniper team is starting. There's actually 2 sniper teams. They are firing. They need to get away from the rifleman squad, so the rifleman squads will kill them pretty quickly, and Orca's trying to get out of it. This is just a really awkward fight here from Masterleaf and Drive. This is weird what is going on here. He now realizes towers are probably the way to go. Composite armor is done, though. A lot of the Orcas have been destroyed. Some of the Orcas are out. They might be off striking harvesters. No, they're only just leaving, and that Orca unfortunately caught in the group there. I mean, the only saving grace for Masterleaf here is that his economy is not being destroyed or attacked, whereas Drive's is pretty badly ravaged. Now, he should have enough that he'll eventually win out here. These riflemen squads, look at all the gunfire these guys require, and the Orcas getting harvesters. Masterleaf may be able to do this time. Doesn't have quite, he did 1 more rocket. If he lost 1 less Orca, he could have taken the 3rd harvester there. But yeah, I was going to say the gunfire required to kill these guys without AP ammo is immense. You know, it's so much, and he's actually going to call the Orca strike in. That's good as well. Driver's going to repair this, something that Masterleaf didn't do. 2 harvesters there, no blue tib taken, no blue tib taken from Masterleaf. That's the thing, he's sending all of his harvesters to expansion. He could send, I mean, he needs to go get that blue Tiberium. That's just a brain whiff. Will Orca strike, but it won't kill anything. 2 harvesters, he's got 4 harvesters. Masterleaf, there is some, not bikes, spitballs there, but the machine guns on the harvesters combined with the watchtower is enough. Again, still trying to clean up those units. I mean, without AP ammo, they just take so many rounds to kill, especially when suppressed. Suppressed gives them a butt ton of armor. And that rocket squad, it's 2 rocket squads in there just causing him so much problems. And he will get, oh, he gets an Orca. Oh man, this is the thing, I mean, Masterleaf, he's just, and he's got 2 turrets down as well just to help out. Those turrets in a pretty good spot as well. Could slot another refinery in there, which I think he's going for. But Masterleaf didn't go to the blue tib field, and he's got plenty of harvesters. He's got 4, 5, he's got 6 harvesters. I mean, he's going to get a big boost to cash because he's got 3 harvesters docking at once. Second ref comes down. He's actually looking, again, this is the thing. He's doing his stupid V35 Ox move. This is the thing. His economy is significantly larger. It's more than double that of Drive's. So he should be in a better situation now that things have cooled down. Drive actually building some, still building some pit bulls. He's going to get that V35. It's going to be the, and again, that bunker is just obnoxious. It is just obnoxious. Masterleaf is just flying around in it as well. And he's not going to get in there. He's going to lose one Orca straight away to the turrets. And he's put double turrets down because they are particularly weak. He really doesn't want to lose any harvesters. And Driver's got 5 and 2 on the expansion. His main is still refining as well. So, I mean, if Masterleaf lets him get back into the game, he's calling an infantry. He's going for AP ammo. And he's going for compo armor. Very good. Oh, my God. EMP. He just destroyed the rest of the Orcas with the EMP. And he even hits the other EMP, which Masterleaf has not captured. Drive, of course, has this one over here. He's finally going to try to rout this bunker, but he's going to lose more units losing APCs, and this bunker has done so much damage. He's shot up Preds, he's shot up APCs, he's shot up aircraft. He's finally going to lose it. I think composite armor is... I can't actually select the rifleman squad, I can only select the bridge, so that's unfortunate. Yeah, compo armor is completed, so... still not able to completely overrun these guys. I think he's falling back for some reason. Is he getting attacked? There's no Orcas coming through. APAM is done. He's going for Shatterer tanks. This is something you can do in the GDI mirror where we sit on these low-tech situations. The Shatterers can be extremely difficult to get rid of. And this is the thing. Double War Factory, but he's not building Pred APC. He's building his own Shatterers, and that's a problem because when it's Shatterer v Shatterer, that's a problem. I mean, infantry with compo armor will take 2 hits to kill. Masterleaf will spot it. V35 will be destroyed. Oh, he's actually going to make a move. I'm not sure if there's a tech center behind this. We'll keep an eye on this fight here. Drive just meandering around. There is 1, 2, 3 Shatterer tanks here. We're going to see Shatterer v Shatterer now. You'd think Masterleaf would be better at this, but neither side able to have time to invest in tech, trying to get out as many vehicles. Now, Masterleaf is 1 war factory, I believe. No, he does have 2 war factories. He is producing from both of them. Oh, these pitbulls are coming in. That's not going to be good. If they don't move, they're going to take a lot of damage there. He's trying to move around. Oh... It's getting messy. I don't think he can attack into that. There's way too much stuff there. I think Masterleaf needs to fall back now. His army is not larger. Drive has the larger army, and he's got the defensive advantage here with the War Factory. I think he needs to pull back now, and he is. He sees it at the last possible moment, and he's going to fall back. He could even take a shot with the 2 rear Shatterer tanks as he retreats. He's got nothing queued. There's nothing here to save him. He splits into 2 groups. He splits into a line. And he's going to start the engagement here. I don't think Masterleaf has got enough to win this now. The Orcas are actually coming in. If the Orcas can take out the Shatterers, and they're not firing. Oh my God, he's got them on hold fire stance. Masterleaf, oh, he just gets completely wiped. That is the end of the game. Oh man, he didn't even stand a chance. He's still not firing with the Orcas here. Masterleaf falling apart, not even close. Like, that looked like it would be reasonably close if he destroyed a bunch of the Shatterers, but oh man, like, things look so much better for Masterleaf then. I don't know how he let Drive get back in the game, or how he whiffed that so badly. Not getting his blue Tiberium, like, what happened there? Like, it just seemed unreal. Drive couldn't afford to get it because he had no harvesters on his main, but Masterleaf just had harvesters everywhere and he just didn't get it. And I'm like, dude, he just got back in the game and he went for... Masterleaf could have easily gone if Shatter if he wanted to, but again, lack of blue tier, bad engage, rebuilding the Orcas, not killing harvesters. It's just... I don't know how that game slipped away from Masterleaf. I honestly don't. I think he defeated himself in the series, and he's going to go down 5-0 or 0-5 to Drive. Massive for Drive, massive victory here for him. Not just for the win, but for a huge percentage boost. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, oh, GZ, why would you cast a 5-0 wipe? Well, if we look at the round this week, there's not a lot of big matchups. It's mainly extreme one-sided pros versus the lower end of the table, and this was really the only Pro v Pro. There was 1 or 2 other games I was thinking about casting, but they're just not getting played, and I can't wait any longer. I mean, round 3's technically over at the moment. But that's a video for another time on the update of the league. But yeah, unless something else crops up, this will make it to my YouTube channel because, you know, it's interesting. You know, you got something to watch, you got something to see. But Masterleaf just getting completely beaten there on a mental level, and it's going to be a short one, 5-0. Some of those games were very brief, and you got to feel bad for the decision game. That was just a blind counter. But and the Highlands game, Masterleaf tapped out of that way too soon. But he made these decisions, and Masterleaf's going to have to rebuild himself. He can't keep making excuses. I can see the stories coming on the Discord now, and the excuses are coming thick and thin. He needs to get back in there. He needs to start winning games. He needs to get himself together. But anyway, that's the end of the series. Drive Russian will 5-0 Masterleaf. Masterleaf's home game as well. Even worse. But I hope you all enjoyed the cast. My name is Green Zero. I'll catch you all in the next video.